Right, hello and welcome to Breakout Racing League's Tier 3. It is round number 9, it is the British Grand Prix, and I got a message on the Twitch app saying my broadcast so please do let me know if things are messed up, because I'll be sure to restart again if I have to. But British Grand Prix at Silverstone, and Finn Fan, I hear that you like this circuit.
Definitely is. Definitely is my favorite circuit. It's not the circuit I'm quickest at, but it's my favorite circuit in general. It just has such a nice flow to it. I could drive it all day, to be honest. I'd love to do like an endurance race around here in an F1 car, like a 3 hour race. Yeah, that'd be nice as long as it's not wet. But the circuit just has such a nice flow. Once you get in a rhythm, it's really easy to continue to hit your marks. And yeah, I just like it. So, with that being said, I'll retire on lap 1 tomorrow.
Hello, Radicus in the chat. I'm not going to repeat what you just said there. Please do let me know if things do mess up in the stream, just because I got a very not nice message beforehand on Twitch app, but who knows, we know what Twitch is like. But Ardell out on circuit and Stenner as well, so it will be interesting to see here. And Silverstone now as well. So all the drivers making their way out here in qualifying, and I've seen a bunch of softs. A couple of drivers on the mediums. So strategy here may be starting to play out a little bit.
Yes. Not completely sure why, because in my opinion, it's easy one stop, soft medium. Early safety car, maybe you pit for hards and take those to the end. If there's a safety car on lap 1 and you pit for hards, hards will actually easily last to the end. So anyone wants to take that information, do what you want with it. It's actually pretty smart to do that, in my opinion, because the pit lane here is just so long that if you pit under green flag conditions, it's just a long pit lane and you'll just lose too much time compared to others who pit under yellow flag, safety car, or VSC conditions.
That's right, as Adele begins his lap time here now in the Alpha Tauri. And he's coming out here behind the McLaren of Brackish, and tonight we'll be looking. The best IP last season was 24.551 by a someone that is not to be named anymore. And some drivers, see one driver saying he can get into the 23s, which we'll see. We'll see if that's possible. But
I mean, if they get in the 23s, I'm gonna have to spend the entirety of tomorrow sweating because yeah. I cannot
wow.
deal with that.
No, I wouldn't either. I'd lose my mind. I'm not even thinking about getting the 24th at the moment for about 2 hours time. But
invalidated for Ardell.
Yeah, Ardell with an invalidation. Ardell last season Tier 4 was very dominant until he crashed out. So that was the story of that race for him. Brackish, oh well, that Brackish is on an outlap. Never mind.
Let's go to Stenner because I really don't want to spoil. Oh man, and he's getting slipstream. Alfa Romeo is performing the slipstream to absolute perfection there, if you ask me.
We're seeing that this season.
And he's one of the ones who have said that he can get into the very low 24s, maybe 23s, so I am really interested to see what he does here.
Cross stall. Oh my, a 24.17. And a 24.6 from Silk Weaver. As Matt crossed the line with 25.00000.
So,
wow.
Mitchie, we're sweating after this, right? Because I know you'll only get 30. You only get 30 minutes to sweat. So,
well, you will be.
Oh, what?
Brackish is now 1 the next one. Actually, no, Senna. Well, Senna's actually on a set of mediums. Was championship leader, but he's validated his lap time. But yeah, 24.17. Excuse the.
I'm gonna need to go pick up that TT
scrolling.
setup.
As yeah, possibly. Breakage has validated his lap time. He's second in the championship, that being Poms for the win. Poms, like last week, did get that 10 seconds taken off, so that did, get him 10th place, and he did have that extra fastest lap point. So that got him 2 points, which is very crucial in the championship for him. As we'll see what Poms can do. He crosses the line now, and it's only a 25.668. And that time from Senna is looking
I
good.
genuinely think that lap from Silk is a good lap too for Tier 3. Like, that's a good lap. This man, Stenner, just decided to show up with Tier 1 pace this weekend, because I'd be watching for Tier 1 drivers to even... to challenge that banker lap is like...
Well, they'll be in these in 23. Some of not. Oh, I don't know about you, but I think
for a banker, I don't think I'm being in the 23s.
Medalers.
I don't know about that.
Medalers cross the line, goes P5 in the Haas, as pretty much everyone's in the pits except for 2 drivers who are out there on mediums. But yeah, I'm not even thinking about 24s at the moment, so. Shows you how I'm feeling in about 2 hours' time.
The gap between tiers. I mean, I still think Tier 4 will be probably what Silk has done about right now. Not a little quicker.
Ooh. As Radica says, Finfair needs a slipstream from B-Dunk.
Come on, B-Dunk, hit me up. I do need that slippy slip. I need the big Zuck.
Unfortunately, my teammate Tier 4 doesn't, because me and Mitch are very competitive. As Leclerc is about to start off his lap time here now on a set of medium types. Leclerc also third in the championship.
Yeah, he hit the grass a little, and he got quite a bit of oversteer at turn 2.
Quite a bit of oversteer, actually, and, well, how about this? Roscoe's about to start a lap time here. How about you take us for a lap around your favourite circuit, sir?
Oh, he's quite low on ERS to start, so it looks... Oh, no, he's not. It's just a glitch. Never mind. He's not glitched. He's coming around the final corner now, completely flat out. Now he's powering down to the first turn, 8th gear. Do not even think to lift that throttle, because if you do, you'll just lose too much time. Now going down into turn 3 now, breaking down into 3rd gear. A little lockup on the front right, turn 4. Elects to first gear actually, for a little bit more rotation, powering out smooth on the traction there. DRS wide open now going into Brooklands. Shifting down either 3 or 4 gears. In this case, he chooses 5 because he went a little bit deep there. Very swinging right-hander here, smooth on the traction out, does not elect to use the curb on the left-hand side. Now, will he have the confidence to take cops completely flat out? Sounded oh, he loses it. Oh! What a save that was. He's still pushing though, now through Maggots. Beckett's completely flat, left, right, down 1 gear for another left, then down 2 gears for a right-hander. Heat waves in front of him, he'll have to get out the way. DRS wide open down the hanger straight. Now going into here, down 3 gears now for a little more rotation. Now going towards club. Hardest braking zone on the track besides the one in the first sector. 2nd gear, 3rd gear, short sip up to 4th gear now. Flat out last corner, and he does a 25.4. But there's still a lot of time in that lap, as I could clearly see.
Especially in one specific corner.
What a save
Adele
that
crosses
was,
the line, and it's a 24.985 for Adele. And he goes P6, but still 0.8 off what Stenner did. As Silkweaver's about to... He's on a lap time right now, so I'll stay here with the Williams driver. Oh, that's a big moment. coming out turn 8, and Silkdown will be looking to see if he can get through better than Roscoe here, and he does. As now we come up through Maggots and Beckett's, and we'll see what he is on his lap time here at the moment. Oh, not bad, but it's an invalidation, and he was 0.01 of his best in the middle sector, so that's a time gone for him. And look at this now, heat wave, look at this, the Alfa Romeos working together again.
I was gonna ask if we could maybe do an onboard lap of Stenner to see how committed he really is.
Well, let's just watch see what
Heat wave
does here first. Crosses the line and 25.028. Here is Stenner, and time to see if a 23 is very possible here for this driver.
Well, does flat out turn 1 easily. Now, see what gear he elects for turn 3. Hits the inside curb, like the red curb, just a little bit. It swings out very wide for turn 4. Great traction out of that corner. I can see why he is really quick at this track. He just looks so smooth, no trouble on the input at all. What gear does he go for here? It goes really deep. Gains a lot of time going deep there. Going around here. Elects 4th gear short shift. Very smooth on the power out of there too. Got a little bit of oversteer, so he wasn't able to use all the track. And now here you will definitely be able to see he's flat out through cops. No lift whatsoever. And he will be getting slipstream from his teammate again. Oh, yeah, yes, that's beautiful. I wanted to see him through Maggots and Beckett's too, because that's like the most committed part. Oh, that's tough. It's unfortunate.
It shows you here as well, it's another track where warnings can come and play an effect, especially in those couple of corners right there. If you take them a little bit too much, you'll get that warning. And that proves right there. SS Raff, I just seen, has gone to P4 at some point, and he's now up on his lap time here now. Of course, Raff is 6th in the championship at the moment, 31 points behind Senna. As Senna's only down P11, he hasn't done a lap time on SOS yet, so Senna will want to get out there. As we'll watch the end of Raff's lap here, Dark Ice goes P2, former T4 driver, and Raff goes P3, so getting close, but not close enough to what Stenner has done.
Yeah, I forgot if I told you over DMs and Discord, but last week Aiden, race winner, we were pronouncing his name right, Aiden. So don't have to get confused on that anymore.
Palms goes P8 in the racing point as the 2 racing points. Probably looking for a bit more pacey at the moment. Satara now on a lap time, and Leclerc as well on a set of soft tyres, and it's a validation. And 4 minutes to go as we're coming to the end here in qualifying.
Well, I have my pick for pole. I don't think anyone else is challenging that. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, yes, one more chance to improve on that. Lap as proof of light says, what region is this league? It is American, but we have this is the most multicultural tier of BRL.
I mean, if you want to go to race director and just show all the nationalities.
That's what I'm doing right now. There we go.
French, Canadian, Ecuadorian, American, Chilean, Australian, Canadian, Mexican, British, English, you name it.
It's a lot. It's a lot. 3:32 to go on the clock. As Senna is going to be coming out on a hot lap right now, and Satara out there as well. So all the drivers pretty much in the lane right now, and getting ready for that final run.
Yeah, Zatara should definitely improve on his lap time. He did one on mediums, so he'll probably, depending on how much he gets out of each corner, he should be in the 24s. And
I tell you what, we've seen a couple of moments through I always call it the old turn 1, but it is
Cox.
turn 9. Oh,
F.
that's a big F.
Oh, and
for Sitara there.
Roscoe retired, or did he leave? I didn't see it.
Are you still here? Maybe left. I don't know. I didn't
I'll
see it
invite
either.
him just in case. Just to be safe.
In a party with him. I know Pom's in a party with him anyway. But
yeah.
Brackish, Mats, the McLaren's down on circuit. Championship leader Max Senna out now. And Senna, of course, only 11 points in the lead of Poms. And looking to get a better result here tonight. No doubt about it, but is consistently in the points, holding on to those points at the moment, but looking to see if he can get up there here at the moment. The timing's not telling me what Senna's up on his time, but we'll find out very shortly, because he will be pushing it here right now in the Ferrari, coming around the last couple of corners now. 17 and then come up to 18. Let's see where Senna can go. Crosses the line now. And
wow, okay.
Game.
Wow. 4 milliseconds. All right, if we don't include Stenner, we have a pretty close fight there.
I tell you what, the game. Everyone would have seen on stream the game, but the game was about to say that he was about to do a 21. So nice glitch. Anyway, so yeah, third place. That's pretty good for Senna. That he'll be happy with that one. As excuses scrolling, so I move up now to Matt, who is now on a lap time right now, and everyone else making their way through. And, oh, what a name this is. Gym Leader Jeans rating with 4 people. Thank you so much. We love you all. And I love the name. Here's Matt. 1/10 up, could move up a bit here at the moment because, as you can see, it's pretty close, except for between first and second, obviously, but it's pretty close between second and pretty much down to 8th. It's pretty close here at the moment, so definitely some spots to be moved up here at the moment. Here comes Matt, crosses the line now. It's 24.621. It's P6, and he'll be happy with that one as 9 seconds to go.
You look at. Oh, Stenner's not gonna. Oh no, I think it's glitched.
Yeah, it's all
yeah, it's glitched. But you look at everyone else's lap, and then
oh my god, I don't think it's glitched because Roscoe and what was going on there? Let me have a look see here for it. So, no, it's not. Never mind. The game's just lovely. Well, it's telling me Roscoe's been given the checkered flag.
Yeah, because Stenner's just crossed the line to start another lap. You watch everyone else. I'll keep an eye on Stenner's absolutely goated lap here.
Dark Ice now. Only 1/10 down. Let's see what he can do here at the moment. Second place here at the moment. Dark Icicles is also 4th for the champion. Well, he's actually come in. Never mind. He's peaked 2 though, so doing very nicely. He's AYDINKHAN. He's done for the day. Who's the next one across the line? South Ontario Vardell. 1/10 up here at the moment. Looking to see if he can improve on this lap. Then it will be Silk Weaver. Let's see what can go down here. Around the last corner now. Ardell moves up to P9. Here comes Silk Weaver. He's also up at his time. He could maybe move up into second here if he gets a good run. He does. 24.375. Here comes Raf now. What can SSS Raf do as Medalers goes up into P5, doing a very nice job. The Haas driver. Here comes Raf.
Stenner
across the
invalidated.
line. And it's P2. P2. As Roscoe. Well, no, never mind. And I think no, we've still got Toto. Toto back in the car this week. Leclerc goes P13. Where does Toto go? He will go P8.
Yeah.
and both the racing points starting outside the top 10.
I'll
They
tell
will
you
not be
what.
happy with that.
I don't not believe. I 100% believe. I should have said it that way. 100% believe Stenner when he says he can do a 23. And the reason I say that, he was a tenth and a half up in the first sector alone. And you didn't hear me because my mic was muted. I just said, "Oh my gosh!" But Maggots and Beckett's did not help him. I think his
Looks like
teammate
that's...
impeded, well, not impeded, but distracting a little bit.
And it looks like that's been pretty much the story so far, Maggots and Beckett's for
Well,
him, really.
I think it's worthy to point this out. Every time Stenner started on pole, ah,
Yeah, I think you know where we're going with that one. As
it happened last week.
Adel says move this guy to tier 1. Well, he's only up
All
by
right,
10.
all right.
Come on,
Here,
calm down.
here. In his defense, this is literally his best track, and he sweated this track all week. I don't know
Yeah,
about the other drivers, but this is his best track, and he sweated this track all week. So that's in his defense. If you saw last weekend, he was closer to the rest of the field. Now, you can't really blame him because he's not always going to have time to sweat every week.
yeah.
So that's just in his defense a little. He was a lot closer. I think pole was 9 milliseconds last week or something like that. He was a lot
Yeah.
closer to the rest of the field, is what I'm trying to say. He's not usually this far or this far ahead.
So it is cloudy skies, but I do believe it is a dry race. So Stenner be hoping to break the duck here at the moment because I tell you what.
Oh. I'm doing a little rain dance for this race. I don't know if it is all dry. I'm pretty sure everyone's doing a little rain dance for the race in real life Sunday.
I believe it's all dry because I've not gotten a message from my secret sources. But
secret sources. You go through the field. I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Let's see. What tires the outs? Surely it will be all mediums. Yes, it will be. Glad that not one of them didn't go the hards because it's easy sauce to mediums here. And what the hell? So quiet. That's unusual. There we go. There's that, and there's that. So yeah, everyone outside the top 10 selling the medium tyres as expected. And Carol, I'm sure we'll get that to you very shortly. But yeah, everyone outside top 10 selling on medium tyres, they'll be still going mediums to softs, which you can do, well, mediums to softs you can do very easily here. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out here at the front between Stenner, Raf, P2, Silk, Dark Eye, Senna, championship leader. Here's the points real quickly for you all. Senna is leading by 11 points over Pomps for the win. 87 here. Leclerc, P3, 27 points behind. Dark Eye's 4th, 28 points behind. Matt in P5, 30 points behind. Rav, 31. Heatwave, 34 points behind. Roscoe in 8th, 36 points behind. Silkweaver, 38 points behind. Satara, 41. Brackish 43, Echo 45, Meta 45, and AYDINKHAN 50. So really top 14 are still in a championship shot. Then the constructors real quickly. McLaren leading by 9 points, only 9 of Williams, then Ferrari, Racing Points, Red Bull, Merc, Renault, AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo, and Haas. I think constructors are the most closest constructors in BRL right now. I think is tier 3 because from 1st to 5th it's 35 points, so it's very, very close. As we're about to get underway here for the British Grand Prix. It's Stenner from RAF, Silkweaver, Dark Eyes, and Senna, the championship leader.
Well, I'm back.
Give us your thoughts on your race winner. I don't know about Senna. Senna's looking to break his bad luck here tonight. But anyone could be really in the fight. That's what Tier 3 has been all about this season. As we wait for Satara to line up in P16, I'll hold my breath because the game glitches nicely all the time. As we will go racing. It looks like a great start from actually SSS Raf. He's gone, no, pretty bad stuff. Thank you, Gabe, for putting up the predicted pit stop strategy in the middle of the screen. As Stenner now takes P1, but Raf looks to pass him possibly. Has to worry about Silk Weaver behind. But look at this, Silk Weaver now looks to fight here on Raf, but not enough. Matt and Metaller's contact between the two. Oh my goodness me, it's all going on behind. As there's a big crash behind.
God.
Huge crash behind Prakish. That's a safety car. Roscoe has somehow survived all of that. Oh my goodness me. As Stenner now is the race leader and the safety car is deployed. That was a biggie behind. Oh.
I'm dead serious when I say, if I were Stenner and I wanted to win this race, I'm pitting for hards. And if you're anyone right now, I'd pit for hards. They can make it easily to the end and it cuts out an entire pit stop.
Well, here's the thing, I'm going to tell you this right now. Lap 4-5, if you pit for mediums, you can make it home with mediums. Just saying, I've done it before. So, you can definitely make it from hards from here. That's why you're going to see Roscoe especially come in for hards, because he's got damage.
We'll see what everyone does. Stenner does come in,
yep.
Rat
I
does
suspect
come in,
we're gonna
Silk stays out. Medler stays out. Senna stays out. Aiden stays out.
Senna stays
Heatwave
out. Wow,
stays out because his teammates in. Toto sped. Leclerc stays out. Roscoe's definitely going to have to come in and pit. And that's why you start on, well, that's why starting on mediums isn't so bad, I should say.
Holmes has stayed out, I think more. I think the guys who are on mediums probably just staying out. I think just the more the story that they are on
Toto's
mediums.
Not on mediums.
And,
that's a risk.
Well, Toto, if you've got broken reptile type of tyre saving, you may have a chance. But that's a joke for all you Tier 4 people out there. But yeah, that's going to be a bit tight for Toto. But yeah, guys like Heatwave and Poms and Leclerc are staying out pretty much because they are on mediums and that could still go a pretty long way. And there's always a chance for a late race safety car, especially here in Tier 3. So
I will say once again, and he does it weekend in, weekend out. Well, every Friday. For you, it's still Saturday. But every weekend, Matt always puts himself in a chance for a podium position, and look, he's done it again.
He's done it again. P10 right now.
And he's done it on the first lap.
Yep,
and the reason I say that is because hards.
Yep. Yeah, hards definitely, and Dark Ice must have got held up because Dark Ice was in that third, fourth position. So, and there was quite a few drivers in the pit lane.
And Red Bull is the third pit box. So, surprised Rat didn't get held up much.
Yeah, but Roscoe actually has got another set of mediums, interestingly. So Roscoe going a bit of a different strategy here at the moment. Possibly, well, he'll have to hope for another safety car because, well, you'll need to. Unless there is suggested rain coming, but I don't think there would be. Because most of these hard runners would be on mediums if there was rain coming. But, yeah, so Brackish out of this race after a big incident seen behind here on stream. It was a pretty big incident. Brackish now, just at the start of the season, everyone thought he was the favourite to win the championship, and now was down in P11 the championship and lose some more points here in this one. But yeah, so Silk, Medalist, Senna, and AYDINKHAN still staying out on softs. Heatwave, Pomps, Leclerc on mediums, and everyone else pretty much on hards, except for Toto and Roscoe. As Carol says, it is forecast full drive. Thank you very much. As what's going on here with AYDINKHAN and Senna, don't know. But yeah.
Now, I'm not counting out anyone in the top 7 either yet, because definitely people like Leclerc, who started at the back of the grid, he's put himself in P7 now, so it's not too bad for him. Like, he started 14th, he's now in 7th after staying out. So it depends on if the hard runners can get through, but also because everyone in the top 7 is going to be quicker than anyone else on the hards for the rest of the race. The only thing hards does is that it ensures that you don't have to make another pit stop. So I'm sure people like Silk, Medlers, Aiden, and Senna will all start pulling away on those softs, definitely. But can they catch up in their medium phase? It's hard because this pit lane's just so long.
And I think that's the important thing for the medium runners, is to stay ahead of those hard runners. But as I said, the big thing for them is if the safety car came out and, say, like 10 to go or 8 to go, and they were still ahead of those hard runners, that would be so crucial for them. But we're about to get back underway here. Silk leads us out here with Medalers behind. A very, actually, consistent start here by Silk Weaver, and he is absolutely gone. 0.9 seconds, pretty much a second margin already, and he's pulled that gap here on Medalers, as AYDINKHAN now trying to push here on Medalers here for P2 in this race. And that's going to be the story of this one at the moment, is watching how these soft runners go and how these medium runners go, and then how these hard runners go, catching up to the guys. I don't know why I'm speaking like that. The guys ahead. And combined ahead, so it'll be interesting to see, as I don't know why that has messed up my interval, but anyway.
Silk has peaced out quite a bit.
Yeah, gone. He's gone. And I think that's the important thing for him right now, is I think just get the best out of your softs right now, and then pit for mediums when you think you lose the time. I think that's the best option for him to do right now in this one. And Senna now, look at this pack of 4 cars here, all watching each other here at the moment. And also Poms now looking, Leclerc looking for the move here on Poms, because Leclerc was behind Poms. Side by side, these two will go. Give me a better camera angle game, please. There we go, we're on board with Senna, and a little bit of a touch between the two. Senna looks, no way, Senna's got to settle down, because as Raf looking for the move at turn 1, this is a big move for Raf to do, and gets it done.
He got it. Oh, he sends it back down the inside, Stenner! Oh, they make contact!
And Stenner goes a little wide. Wow, that was...
Stenner needs to just... He needs to be patient. He knows he has the pace to win this race. We've got over 20 laps of this race left. He doesn't need to force a move like that down the inside right now. He knows he's got the pace later on.
Yeah, he's got to be patient here. Rav went for that move at turn 1 that you go for when you think you have to do it. And especially corner coming up here right now, you do that same thing. And Stenner now is going to try to look here again here on Rav, but it's not enough. Medalers is around. Driver I
think he's just spun on his own. Does not appear to have damage, and beautiful game, giving him a 3-second time penalty.
Meanwhile, Stenner's gone through on Raf here, so Stenner gets the move back on Raf here. So Stenner now goes back up the position that he was in, as DRS has been enabled for the first time here in this one.
Now things are going to get a lot more interesting.
Leclerc's still just not enough here to get to Poms. Heatwave's got a good margin over Poms actually, so Heatwave looking pretty alright here at the moment. But also Silk looking pretty nice here at the moment. The margin for Silk between the hard runners for Stenner is about 8 seconds. So I'll tell you what, if he can...
Down the inside of Palms. Into Brooklands, he sends it. Wow.
As I was saying there, if Silk could try to get that above 10 seconds, look out for Silk later in the race. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
So Silk's... Yeah. Because if you can get above 10 seconds with the hard runners, that's pretty good. But it's still very long pit lane though. But it's better than being 20 seconds behind them.
I think it's like 27-second time loss, something like that. It's one of the longer time losses.
Yeah, I think it's around there, I do believe, as, Leclerc now. Poms is going to be pressured here by Stenner here in a moment, I do believe. And Poms now, all he's got really in his hands right now is that DRS on Leclerc. That will help him for the time being, as meanwhile, the medium runners who have pitted on that... Oh, actually, Toto's in. That's end plate damage, I do believe. And Toto, of course, slowing right down as possible, because this is the #1 circuit, in my belief, where a speeding penalty in the pits is humongous for you to get if you're not careful. As, look at this now, Senna and AYDINKHAN. These two very close here at the moment. Keep an eye on that margin again. It's still 7.8. So
I'll keep an eye on the battle.
Standing now as Palms gets a time penalty. Where is he done? Okay, well, Palms gets a time penalty, and that's not what he will want, especially being round guys who are not really on warnings at the moment. Well, not on penalties at the moment, excuse me. As now, look at this now, Dark Ice, Adele's up there at the moment. Adele in a good position here at the moment. And Adele looking to see if he can stay with this pack here, as Dark Ice now is closing up here on Matt for possibly a P3 at the moment. Here comes Dark Ice to look around the outside here, and should get this done easily. Matt not finding it at the moment, but Stenner right on Poms. Poms is trying to see if he can... Fastest last sector of the game says, but I don't know if I want to believe that, because, you know, nice game at the moment. But, and also, Raf is getting back a little bit margin back to Stenner as well. He lost a little bit of time, but he's caught back up slightly as well. So Raf trying to stay with him and see if he can maybe get a sneaky move again, like he did not too long ago, earlier in the race. As now Poms now is trying to hold on here to P6 here at the moment. So Leclerc's actually caught up to Heatwave as well, so that's another story in the plate of this race between the two medium runners, and Silkweaver just 3.4 seconds. It's around 7.6 between him and Stenner. So we'll look to see when Silk comes in. It should be very soon as Poms. Oh, Poms, that looks like another warning for you, so my goodness me. And Stenner now will have the DRS and should... No, he's just not close enough. That Poms having that DRS is costing him. Yep. Poms having DRS is costing Stenner here at the moment. But to be honest, I don't think Stenner minds at the moment. He's going to be patient, because he will be race leader once all the 6 ahead of him come in. As meanwhile, Roscoe is now on medium tyre. Of course, medium tyres, he's catching up to the back here. Oh no, he's got a commentator's curse right there. Oh, and he's gone.
Ooh.
And is that...
Oh.
It's not.
Even if it's a VS... Oh, my. Silkweaver is praising everything right now.
Well, Well, now the question is the $1 million question. Well, not really $1 million. Well, Heatwave and Leclerc and Poms won't be happy because they would have wanted to come out about probably another 4 or 5 more laps. So going on softs, you're most likely probably going to see them come in for a set of hards, or do the old sneaky, if they have an extra set of mediums, do the old sneaky and go hard, put the hards on, then come back in and put the mediums on, like I've done in the past.
That's what I would do, actually, which is unfortunate because you'll drop to the back of the pack, but at this point, what else can you do?
Better tyres.
It's
better tyres.
Well, it's not only that, it's going to be unfortunate in either way. So, pit, stay out, and then pit again.
Oh, Heatwave,
because
so close.
Because
stays out.
Yeah, because if you pit under a green flag, it's not
Dark Ice is staying out.
Stenner pitted. Interesting.
So it's interesting, isn't it? As now Raph has actually gotten held up a little bit by his teammate. It's very interesting that a lot of these guys have come in as Pomps. God, the sauce Pomps. Good luck.
well, wait. He can still be doing what you said.
True. He could be. But
that is good luck, though.
I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised that that I think 2 of them have stayed out on Hearts because I mean. Yeah, memes are going to have that advantage, but you could still hold on. I truly think you could probably still hold on. Especially with the DRS train is like here at this circuit. Like Stenner, who's now 13th. 13th? That shows you how much that's cost him. Someone like Stenner, who could have stayed on hard to the pace he has, could have still stayed out, and I think could have still won. But, actually...
I'm not counting him out for a win. Wait, he has a penalty.
Yep, speeding penalty.
Bad.
And I believe Pom's done the same thing. So, there you go.
That's like... Nothing's gone right for him this race, has it?
No. Pole's like a curse for him. It's a curse. It's literally a curse.
See what Poms does here, actually. Does he stay out or does he go in?
As Roscoe doing the old Aussie rant here. I hate this game. Really got kicked out of the lobby and qualified, and my game crashed under first safety car. Ah, right.
Pom stays out. What a mad lad. Good luck with that.
Radica says I would take Sauce to the end here if I were Pomps. Well, okay, alright, okay.
16 laps. Not even 16, 17 laps. That's a stretch. That's a lot.
And a track like here,
I mean, the game doesn't count as out lap because, as you see, it's still 0 laps. But that was a lap on soft, so
But yeah, sounds like Roscoe's having a great time with this game. And folks, F1 2021 coming to... folks, get excited, and multiplayer is included. I love that.
F1
That's one of my favorite.
Where nothing has to be done with multiplayer and it stays down.
Seriously, if anyone has not read the article that they posted and it just says what's coming to it and it says end multiplayer. It's fantastic. I lost my mind when I read that.
For a game that has a legitimate esports series with sponsored by actual F1 teams, you would think one of the best, well, not even best. One of the biggest, one of the biggest companies in terms of multiplayer, EA, would do something about it, right? Nah. We just nah.
Yeah, well, I could tell you right now, for all those FIFA and Madden people out there, EA is not a great example for
I didn't say
multiplayer
best.
sometimes.
Well, I said best. I took it back. I went to biggest. That's a better description.
But we're about to get underway here. So, Silk P4.
In
Silk
terms of
could be in a
fresh
real hot
tires,
seat.
Heatwave's actually P3. Net P3, of course. Not
Yep.
the Alfa Romeo I thought I'd be seeing that for tonight.
I think Leclerc right now is hoping for a late race safety car, and that's what he's hoping for. And, well, with what's happened this race so far, you never know. But it's Dark Eyes who, as well, is pretty much going to be going with the mindset that I said earlier. As our Silk now is all over Satara here at the moment. And Silk will be looking to make these moves.
Ooh, that was close.
How close do you want to get? And AYDINKHAN behind.
Toto's off?
Yeah.
Toto's
Toto
off.
is...
Oh, Silk's gone round the outside of him. What?
I
Don't ask me
apologize,
how.
Silk, if you watch this back.
I don't know how.
Apologies, Silk, if you watch this back that I
Ooh,
missed
Aiden.
that. But yeah,
Aiden.
Silk now.
Round the outside at Brooklands. They're still side by side heading down into Cops and Zatara. He is using his battery. Oh, is he going to come back at him? He's on the inside.
We don't want a...
Ardell and Raph go side by side. Oh, almost went side by side through Maggots and Beckett's. And Stenner. Nothing's going right for him right now.
The pole curses out. Watch Senna here now on Heatwave for P6 here at the moment. Most could maybe be for a sneaky podium. As
Stenner's on the outside of Medlers.
Now Pomps is going to be one to watch here at the moment because Pomps is on the soft tyres, but he will die down very quickly here. The smart thing I think for some of these guys
still
is
side by side right now. How?
Well,
I
meanwhile,
don't know.
Raph, no, you can't go. Oh, I thought he's going to try to go round the outside of Matt at turn 1 as Medalers and
Stenner did do that. He went round the outside of Medlers at
Look at this pack of cars right now. It's basically P5. Look at that! Basically P5 all the way back to pretty much Stenner, really, as our Pomps now looks. Pomps needs to make these moves here, or he's just going to be stuck behind everyone for the rest of the race. But it's not easy at a track like this with the DRS trains that will be choo-chooing away.
That's why he's got to make the move right now before DRS is active, which this is the last lap to do so.
As Silkwave now on Dark Eyes here, this is an important move. Very important move this will be because, as we know, Dark Eyes will most likely go into the end. So, of course, will Silkwave Pomps around. Oh, dear. And the racing points is Raph's around as well.
Stenner's got damage. What? Oh, I would be so heated.
What has happened here in the space of just 2 corners? Poms, I don't know if Poms... I don't think Poms was...
He's retiring, isn't he? Oh,
yeah, he's out.
My.
Oh, the curse of Pole has just hurt him so bad. Raph now comes... I feel like Poms, Raph, and Sten is separate. That's just my gut feeling. And I think maybe Raph went around and collected Stenner maybe. I don't know. Tough to say. It's another thing that we'll have to find out in the chat later in the race. As meanwhile at the front, Dark Eyes now just behind Leclerc here with Silk Weaver. So this battle here for the lead is definitely on.
Leclerc's gonna hope and pray that actually right now it wouldn't matter if it's right now because he could do it from here. Right now in a couple laps, safety car comes out. That's what he wants.
Spartacus says DRS is available on F1 2021 with a $2.99 subscription.
Hey, the one thing that I'm excited about the new game, and It's only the new tracks. Like, Imola and Portimao, even though it won't be there on release date.
What about Cheddar?
Meh. Whatever. Hey, Canada got canceled though, and they're doing Turkey this year, so everyone haggle Codemasters about it now.
Oh, Raph's out. Oh my goodness, if this...
Oh?
Or did he retire in the pits? He no, he might have retired in the pits and we...
Wait.
No, but it wouldn't have...
Nah,
so
no,
confused.
he retired on track.
Okay. Okay, well, it's not even a virtuals, interestingly, but...
Because the game caps it at 2 safety cars, I believe. Or a proper lobby.
No, I think
2
it's...
safety cars, 3 VSCs.
Possibly. Yeah, they might have actually changed that.
Hashtag bring back red flags.
They change it every year. My God, they change the safety car cap every year in this game. I'm pretty sure early in this game it was like you could have 4 full-course safety cars at one point, but it might actually, it could be. I think it could be free, but I don't know. I'm not an expert here. This is why I'm not the lead commentator in Tier 1. As Leclerc is still...
Heatwave and Zatarap. Zatarap kind of got a little tap on the rear, got pushed wide. Heatwave.
Oh! Oh!
And the Ferraris hit each other.
And Matt says, thank you very much. I will take 2%.
Oh, and he's... Oh, my.
It's safety car.
Well, that should
Well, my point's just proven. Yeah, that deserves to be a safety car.
Ah, man, what? See, this is Stenner, and I don't know if you're gonna rewatch the stream at this point or not.
And Raph too.
This is why you and Echo proved it earlier in the year in Tier 3, if you remember correctly.
Yep.
You never, ever, ever give up because of something like this. You'd be right back in the race. You'd have your 5-second penalty removed after you pit. You'd only have 3 seconds penalties. You're going to be on softs. I mean, look at Leclerc. He's now been blessed. He's been hashtag blessed right now.
Yep.
I mean, he won't be at the front, but he's going to have to make everyone else make a decision now. Softs to the end is easy right now.
That's, yeah.
If people come in for softs, it could be quicker, it might be slower, it depends on how many people actually come in at once.
That's going to be the story, is who wants to go on soft. I would come in for soft, especially with Leclerc. It's going to be a big story here. And we'll see Leclerc in, obviously. Dark Eyes doesn't join. Silk doesn't join. AYDINKHAN doesn't join. Heatwave joins though, obviously because Heatwave is on hard tyres. Matt stays out. Satara comes in. It's pretty much the guys who are on hards that have come into the lane here. Adele's gone for... Well, Adele's at the back anyway, so you may as well go on the soft tyres. So it's pretty much just Leclerc, obviously, who had to pit.
Leclerc started 14th, and now after it's gone in his favor, don't get me wrong. He's 6th on softs, and he's got to hunt down 4 medium runners and 1 hard runner.
And a hard.
Which Dark Ice is doing bits on those hards right now.
I've got to tell you this right now.
Surprised Dark Ice didn't pit, to be honest. He would have been
he
would have been P5.
I thought Dark Ice would have pitted as well. I'm not surprised the top 4 medium runners have stayed in, because the last few laps of this race, they will be a little bit better than those soft tyre runners. But it's going to be interesting to see here how this race will play out in the latter stages, as our 3rd safety car of this race. I'm pretty sure that's the most safety cars we've had this season here in Tier 3. And the crashes we're seeing here tonight, unbelievable!
Please, Stenner, Wrath, if you ever have that urge of retiring, just don't. Just don't. I've done it before, and I've immensely regretted it.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. I don't think Toto's in the lobby unless he's just AI
I've invited him
on
twice.
his screen. There's only basically 10 runners in the race, and there's always still another chance for another safety car. Well, another DNF,
I don't know.
should say.
I don't know.
There's still no chance of a DNF in this race. We've got 5 cars out of this race. It's just... whoa, what can you say? And Swanicus says, yeah, that's why I got 11 points. That's exactly right. And Swell, you say, am I watching a public lobby race? Well, you haven't seen Tier 6 Baku yet, have you? You haven't seen Tier 6 Baku.
Wait, that's not even the best example. You haven't seen realistic tier Netherlands yet, have you?
Oh, we don't talk about realistic here, folks.
You had
the
best angle for that one.
No, it hasn't really. Honestly, it hasn't been like. It hasn't been that level, Swallow. It hasn't been that level. I think it's just been. It's just Britain. Britain's one of those tracks where you see these type of crashes really in this type of racing because it's such a track where passing opportunities is a high. So you do see this here. So, folks, be set for a hell of a week for the next 5 tiers, especially in about, an hour's time. Well, not really, because it's just going to be probably 4 cars up the front, slipstreaming off each other. Unless it rains. But, we should... I
don't see how Dark Eyes holds off Silky for much longer. I don't know, he's been doing great, because he had the DRS of Leclerc to help him before, but we'll see.
And Radicus, I was going to say, but so much was going on. You said about DRS being $2.99 to pay for. For those OG people that remember, I forget what game it was, where you had to, I think you had to pre-order to get a code for online. I forget which one it was. It might have been like 2011 or something like that.
Have you seen the meme where it says Slipstream, and then it has Slipstream, but the EA is the logo? It costs $2.99 to unlock it.
Dark Ice is going a bit early, but he will slow right down here because the safety car is not quite there. And there we go, back underway.
He didn't slow down. I'm surprised. He actually spread the pack out a lot here.
I think it did slow down a tiny bit, but not as it usually would if you're gone too early on a safety car restart. But Silk now is all over him. AYDINKHAN's right there, but AYDINKHAN does have a time penalty. The soft runners will be the ones to watch as well. Leclerc in a good position. Satara could be in a great position as well because Satara has no penalties. So we'll watch out for Satara. And look at this. The battle's on here between these two. Silk and Dark Eyes for this race win. We've got 8 to go. AYDINKHAN right there as well. And again, this is what the advantage I feel like Dark Eyes has at the moment. Can hold him off. If he can hold him off as much as he can, it's going to be a good advantage for him later in the race. But the soft runners are coming. But Leclerc's got to get past cars here to really be a factor in this one.
Oh, Leclerc cut that corner quite a bit there. Definitely a warning.
Watch Leclerc here. Well, watch Leclerc here because I don't think Silk's going to have enough to go for a pass here at the moment. As now Leclerc uses all of that ERS, should get this move done here on Senna, and it's through. All Senna has to do is just stay with this because he has no time.
Oh my! Wait. Oh my!
Heatwave, a beautiful move. Beautiful. That is, sir, put that into you know where in the Discord of BRL.
For him in case he didn't get it because that was beautiful.
Pomps that's the fastest lap of the race. Interestingly, as now Silk and Dark Ice will go at it again here. Dark Ice defends. He knows this is that's the only way he's got to do it to win this one. And
If he
try to
wins
force
this one,
maybe-
he's my driver of the day. But I don't see how it can do it, to be honest. He has 20% less battery. He's got to
7 to
find
go.
out some way to drain Silk's battery without draining his, and with older tires like that, it's going to be really hard to do.
7 to go. He'll be hoping for those laps to count down here at the moment. As Leclerc now is closing up here on Matt here for P4. Heatwave sitting there behind. Heatwave looking to do the same thing he did a lap ago, but Leclerc's just not close enough here on Matt for P4. Matt at the moment could still maybe get a podium, but we've still got 6 to go coming up right now to see if that is a possibility. As Poms now is through on Satara for P8. And now, Heatwave gets fastest lap of the race. DRS is enabled. Now the race truly begins. The fight will be on. AYDINKHAN is sitting there behind. Will be trying to pick up the pieces if anything goes wrong.
Oh, Silk has to have him here. He has to have him here. He's gonna give him the inside. I can't believe Dark Eyes gave him the inside. There's nothing he can do around the outside there.
He tried to look for... yeah, but all he can do now is push as much as he can in the next few corners, because he will have DRS if he can do it. This is his only chance to be in the fight here, if he can stay with him through Maggots and Beckett. Leclerc coming. He's coming here at the moment. Adele through on Satara. Adele has no penalties. What is this? Adele isn't. He's just commentator's curse.
Dark Eyes has no DRS anymore.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing.
Yeah. Oh, Leclerc's going on the inside of Matt. Down the inside. Oh, that's really close. Is he going to go for it through club? He looks to the inside now. Sends it down the inside.
Oh,
no! A little bit of contact. Matt did kind of Heatwave wants a piece of the action now after seeing that. Is he going to go for it in turn 1? No way. Nah, he backs out of it. Thinks better.
Silk gets the fastest lap of this race, and Silk now is the race leader.
Oh, there you go. There it goes. There it goes.
No, Adele, if you watch this back, you've done very well tonight. After the last couple of weeks with penalties, you've done really well. Heatwave now is on Matt here for P4, and we'll get this done. I'll look at penalties now for everyone in the chat. There you go. That's the story of the penalties. With 5 to go in this one, and Leclerc now will try to get back here at Matt, as AYDINKHAN lost a little bit of time here to Dark Eyes now, as Dark Eyes now is trying to stay with Silk if he can. Try to force Silk into a mistake.
I can't believe Dark Eyes has actually kept up.
Well, this DRS right here is helping him right now.
Silk actually has less battery than him now. Wait, Dark Eyes is back in this race.
Dark Eyes is saving his... I wonder if Dark Eyes is waiting for the right moment here to really get at him. I just wonder. As now Adele gets moved on here on Satara. We saw that last week with Hoop and Perondi in Tier 1, where Hoop waited for his moment on Perondi. Could Dark Eyes maybe doing the same thing, but he's on hard tyres though. Who knows? It's such an interesting story in this race at the moment with 4 to go. Heatwave does the fast lap. Heatwave is coming, but AYDINKHAN is coming on Dark Eyes now.
Well, I think it's still good to point out that Aiden and Heatwave have 3 seconds, so Matt is still in that podium position.
Again, but here comes Leclerc. Gets it done. Leclerc goes up at a P5 now, and all Matt has to do is just stay at the back of this group, and he could definitely well get P3 here at the end of this one. Back to the front. Poms gets another time penalty, so it's not been a great day for Racing Point. It has not been a great day for them at all.
He'll still get a 10th place, which
but
is to point out that, well, that's not really for Poms. That's to point out for other people who retired early. Aiden has a much better run coming out of Maggots and Beckett's. He's looking to the inside now of Dark Ice. Into Stowe, and Aiden gets it done pretty easily.
Does Dark Ice look for it back? Dark Ice? No, he does not.
Dark Ice is still going to be P2, which I would gladly take on those hard tires right about now.
And now, Heatwave though's got the run. Does he look for it here at turn 1? No, he's just not close enough to really think about it. Heatwave, that
turn 1. I think, yeah, definitely a warning.
Surely that's a warning. Oh!
Close.
My goodness me, that was a close moment there. And Dark Ice would have been just absolutely in his pants. And now... no, it's just not there, Heatwave, at the moment. And Heatwave now... Because Heatwave, the fact is that Heatwave, if he can get past Dark Ice, he can try to catch up to AYDINKHAN and get a position, since him and AYDINKHAN are both on 3 seconds. So that would be full position. So that's going to be another thing to look out for. With 3 to go, Heatwave!
Oh my god!
Well, that could be saying goodbye to a position there. My goodness me.
Were you on board when that happened?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I was on a spectator's view there, but yes, I was on board. But wow.
Oh my gosh, that was... He was full opposite lock at Stowe, or not Stowe, Cops, and that usually does not end well.
Silk had a moment there for Stowe, and I tell you what, AYDINKHAN's now on him, and AYDINKHAN now needs a miracle if he could get this one done. Dark Ice will be hoping that AYDINKHAN can pressure Silk enough into a penalty. That's what he's going to be hoping for right now. So this is a battle for the lead right now. But AYDINKHAN, of course, does have a time penalty. But he's got to do it anyway. He needs to get past. He's going to try to get as much time as he can to get himself into a possible podium position, which at the moment is looking possible because of the gap between him and Matt. 2 to go. And look at this now. Leclerc, Heatwave, Dark Ice. Those 3 all on each other. Oh, pumps around. And it's been a dark day for Racing Point here today. And they'll be looking to move on to Hungary and try to get a better result at the Hungarian Grand Prix next week. As we have 2 to go, coming up to the final lap now, very shortly, as AYDINKHAN close again, but just not close enough for a move. Dark Ice is slowly getting out of DRS range of those 2 at the moment. Heatwave and Leclerc are pretty much in their own battle at the moment, and I think they pretty much will be, because I say these 2 will be battling out here for P5. Because it's looking like Matt's only going to be P3 at the moment. Sorry, P4 at the moment. But look at this now. Final lap. AYDINKHAN is all over Silk Weaver. Oh no, who's that? That's Satara around. Not out of the race though. Satara out. Possible damage. Satara will be looking to still try to get some points for the Ferrari team. As AYDINKHAN now trying to close up here on Silk Weaver. But it's just not going to be enough here at the moment. And looks like AYDINKHAN is just going to get on that podium. He's just going to get this good run here for the last few corners and he can get this done. But Silk Weaver, I may just hold my breath at the moment, because if AYDINKHAN can get a good run here, AYDINKHAN can get a good run here, he could maybe, wasn't the best exit. DRS, it's just not going to be enough. Silk Weaver, unless something dramatic goes on the last few corners.
Unless he gets a penalty, that's the only thing, and the corner where you get a penalty he's already gotten by, so...
Silk Weaver comes around the last corner and will win the British Grand Prix.
Is AYDINKHAN on the podium? He should be.
Yep.
He is.
Oh,
just.
Senna, again, Mr. Consistent, P5.
Did Leclerc get by Heatwave? Or did Heatwave get another penalty?
Heatwave got another penalty in the last couple of corners.
Wow.
And Senna again, Mr. Consistent, P5,
Just
and
didn't
that's
have any
why he's the
penalties.
championship leader.
Just didn't have
why
any
he's the
penalties.
Yep, and that's why he's the championship leader at the moment. And Leclerc, driver of the day.
I semi-agree with that, because he started P14, and he played the strategy perfectly in the end. So, but the other person I 100% give kudos to is Dark Eyes. He actually, that took some balls to stay out on those hards. Not saying I would do the same. So, for him to still come out in P2 is still very impressive.
There's the podium. And, wow. Hell of a race that was. What a race that was here in Tier 3. There's the results. We'll get the top 3 in very shortly. Silkweaver, Dark Eyes, AYDINKHAN, Matt, Senna, Leclerc with the fastest lap point as well, since he is, he is P3 the championship, so that'll help him out. Heatwave, Adele, Satara, Poms does get points, but it's only 1, and that's not a great day for Racing Point. Toto, Medalers, Raf, Senna, Roscoe, and Brackish. What an unbelievable race that was. And we'll wait for Dark Eyes to make his way through, and we'll get things started here. Which was an unbelievable race, to say the least.
Once again, Tier 3 only has the podium positions decided by a half a second. Wouldn't expect any less.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I wouldn't expect anything less as well. As I will go to the showroom. And, we'll just wait. There we go. Kick us off, Finn.
Well, Eden. Hey, Dark Eyes did join. Let's go. Before we start, make sure you 3 have your audios included. I'll start with Aiden. Just nicked the podium off of Matt. Had the 3-second time penalty at the end, but grew the gap just enough to where you could keep P3. Yeah, it was quite a bit of a DRS train race. We'll see even more of that tonight in Tier 4 and tomorrow. But yeah, talk us through your race. Just nicked the podium. Seemed to have pretty good pace as well. Kept up with Silk actually most of the race. Just had that penalty, and even if you would have got by him, still would have been behind him after the penalty, but still seemed like you had pretty similar pace to him tonight. So yeah, just talk us through your race.
Yeah, man, it's a pretty crazy race with 3 safety cars. I had a pretty bad qualifying, not as good as I thought I would be, and I was just focused on, just making it back in the race, and I didn't do any of that the first couple laps, but then the safety car came out, and I jumped 5 positions there, which was really good for me, and I just stuck to my strategy of soft and mediums while everyone just jumbled around with their going to hards and then back to mediums and stuff. And I just stayed on mine, and yeah, it was a pretty straightforward race from there. I saw that Dark Ice and Silver both had 2 warnings. Dark Ice from like lap 5 and Weaver from like lap 19, so that's props to them for not getting that third and getting a penalty.
Yeah, staying out there actually did help you or staying out on the first safety car did help you in the end, because helped you switch over to your mediums on time when the second one came out. Still resulted in a very, very good finish. P3 tonight. Congratulations to you. And now let's move on to the man who did the entire race on 1 set of tires. the only one to stay on hards after he pitted on lap 1. So,
Yes.
Dark Ice pitted lap 1. I would have probably done the same, so I cannot blame you. The other safety cars were unfortunate because it bunched the pack back up and it gave you less of a chance to get ahead or stay ahead and gain an advantage by not making that pit stop. But the other hard runners, such as Wrath and Stenner, ended up retiring as well. I'm not sure what happened mid-pack in the race, but you are the one hard runner that prevailed, that never went off of hards and stayed on hards, and you actually got P2 out of it. No penalties, so that definitely helped you as well. And for 25 lap old hards, you are not that much slower than Silk and Aiden. And you were doing quite a good job to hold them up, actually. So, yeah, just talk us through your race. And what were your tires at the end?
So yeah, the strategy was weird to get because we had 3 safety cars, so I had to make a choice on the first safety car. And when I saw the 3 guys in front of me pitting, I said, okay, I'm gonna go and try the same and go on the hards. And so I went on it, and I thought it's Britain, so the tire damage doesn't go too crazy on this track. It's kind of weird, especially when you consider there's a lot of high-speed corners. But my tires hold up pretty well because there was 3 safety cars, like maybe 10 laps I didn't race with it, so I had 40% at the end on them.
Wow.
So I had a pretty good tire management, and I was also pretty surprised of how I could hold up my pace, given the fact that my tires were just dying, and at the same time Jeff was telling me, oh, your tires are gone, you have no grip left. And I was just, my lap was just
Shut up, Jeff.
getting the yeah, exactly. That's like, what are you talking about? I'm still getting the pace. And at the end, I had to go a bit aggressive to keep my podium. But when I saw that the guys behind me had 3 seconds, I was kind of okay, if they pass me, it's all right. But I still defended a little bit, maybe too hard on heat wave. I'll have to see with them afterward. But yeah, that was a pretty overall good race. Staying on that hards maybe was the good strategy at the end.
Well, yeah,
So, yeah.
it got you a podium, so I
Exactly.
got you P2. I wouldn't say it's that bad of a strategy, and it even put you in contention for a win. But speaking of that, I'll pass it on to Mitchie to interview our winner.
Silk P1, talk us through that one. Safety cars galore, a lot of action going on. Managed to get the win. It was unbelievable, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, just kept my head in there, made the right calls when the safety car came up, get the passes when I need to, win. Simple.
Kimmy
Yeah,
style.
pretty simple. Yeah, that's right. Did you? Oh, let me think. Did you ever think was staying out on that last safety car always the option when that safety car came out? Did you never had in your mind about going on softs? Never.
Well, I mean, it would have been the wrong decision if the safety car was turned off. But this is league racing, right? So probability says there will probably be another one.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Well, there was 3 safety cars and the strategy was very mixed up. Yeah, I don't know what else to really say. It was a great battle throughout the field, and congratulations on P1 and getting the win. Hungary next week for the 3 of you. Talk us through that. What think about Hungary next week?
Yeah, I mean, track
Words.
position is key, right? So
Yeah.
Sure.
quali is all to Hungary,
Very important.
and don't wreck. Keep your front wing.
There's 2 overtake opportunities in Hungary.
I do think quali
Technically.
will be a big talking point because medium hards is definitely the preferred strategy. So, yeah. Soft hard, you
Right.
can do it. It's just a stretch.
Right. And also penalties are a big story as well. Hungary, you can cut a few corners there. But thank you to our top three for joining us. As always, Tier 3, what a race that was. Join us in about 30 minutes' time for Tier 4. Then tomorrow, Tier 2 with Echo and Katra. Very close championship in Tier 2 at the moment. Be sure to look out for that one. Tier 1 tomorrow, no Sir
Very
James.
close
It will be...
championship.
It'll either be it'll either be Flanders and me, or be me and Port. That will be decided in the next 24 hours. And then Tier 5 and Tier 6, always an entertaining 2 races every week. And then we're back for the circus that is realistic for Hungary on Thursday, Friday for me, and then F2 as well. Thank you very much. We'll see you in Hungary next week. Goodbye.